welcome to season 2 of the Piano Ninja Tricks podcast. I am so thrilled to be back. I'm Lisa Spector, your piano ninja, here to make everything easier for you at the piano. And this season is going to be a little bit different. You may have noticed some different intro music. There's going to be different outro music as well. And while season 1 focused a lot on my piano ninja tricks to make everything easier for you, I'm still focused on that. But I'm going to be going more into mindset tricks because everything we do with our fingers starts up here in our mind, and it's so important to do that. And I'm going to be sharing a little clip today for today's episode that I shared on a talk very recently with the Piano Ninja Tricksters Club called From Nerves to Confidence, Thriving Under Pressure. So some really simple tricks you can do in your mind if you get nervous for your lesson, or you get nervous playing for someone that lives in your house, or you get nervous playing for a video camera or for stage, whatever it is. It will help you with that. We'll get to that in a second. Before we do, I want to offer some other things that also help you with mindset. If you've been following my YouTube channel, you know I've been doing piano in PJs, 20-minute practice sessions in my PJs, raw, unedited, of me learning the very challenging Godowsky arrangement of Chopin's Revolutionary Etude, but it's all for one hand, the left-hand part plus the melody part. And so I'm just learning it a little bit at a time, show you exactly how to do that. And if you'd like to accomplish an hour's worth of progress in 20 minutes, grab my free focused practice checklist at lisaspector.com/practice. And I also just released something I'm so excited about. I gathered 5 leading music teaching professionals, renowned teachers, to share 1 minute, just 1 minute practice tricks with you to help you make faster progress. Don't let the 1 minute be deceiving. You can get hours and hours and hours of progress out of 1 minute when you apply it well. So you can access that for free at lisaspector.com/quick wins. Each one of these 5 tips from piano instructors, apply one at a time to your music, and it will help you learn music faster. And then they all have gifts for you in the Piano Practice Collective, and also a bonus, which is a mindset trick by a professional symphony bassoonist, because again, it all starts here. So speaking of mindset, I'm going to bring you we're going to go into the session I did with the Piano Ninja Tricksters Club. And it just was such an interesting conversation about how to control your mind. So I'm going to give you a little clip of one of my favorite parts, which is I may talk first about, earlier in the session, I talk about what is nerves, what are some of the symptoms of feeling nerves, and then how to manage them. And one of the tricks is how to change your mindset to actually show that you've done something, you've completed something, you've completed a fabulous performance before you've actually even performed. And there's lots of research with many topics that prove that that works because your mind doesn't know the difference. So we're going to take you into there, and we'll see you in the Piano Ninja Tricksters Club session. And here we go. One of the things you can do to reframe your anxiety is anxiety and excitement are very closely connected. So you wrote down earlier, sweaty palms, heart racing. You wrote down other things that also could describe excitement. They're cousins. They are very, very much related. Carly Simon was known for being nervous, so nervous that she fainted on stage from nerves. You could not get her, you had to push her out on stage. And when she was interviewed and said, "How do you feel before you walk on stage?" she would say, "Oh my God, my throat is so dry. I can't breathe. I feel nauseous. I'm sweating, and I'm so nervous." You asked Bruce Springsteen how he felt before he walked on stage, and he said, "Oh my God, I'm I'm sweating, my hands are shaking, my hands are sweaty, my heart is racing. I know I'm ready. That tells me I'm ready. They're very much the same thing. It's just changing your mindset around what they can mean for you. And that's why at the beginning of this, when I said I get a little on edge when I don't have those butterflies, because that's how I would describe those butterflies. That's what I want. Olympic medalists don't win the gold medal only because no one practiced any more than anybody else. They all are at the top of their game. They're all like practice a ton. They all train a ton. An Olympic gold medalist doesn't win because they're more well prepared. They win because they are that and they're good. They're really good. And they've done a lot of mindset work. So I had the privilege, the great honor of doing some coaching work years ago, maybe 20 years ago, with the not the physical coach, but the mindset coach of Brian Boitano, which is who he was
Hmm.
in one of the leading world ice skating, figure skating champions and gold medals. He won several gold medals. And so she shared with me what she taught him was to visualize not only like just the ease of the performance, but that the wind was with him and gliding him on. So it may not be wind for piano, but it's like whatever it is that's bringing you to that height in experience, you want to visualize that that's not happening, but that's already happened. And you want to go through what is the feeling of wearing the clothes you're wearing? What is the feeling of having your hair look good? What is the feeling of hearing the applause? What is the feeling of standing up and smiling and bowing and acknowledging the audience? What is the feeling of having this behind you and having it so easy and that you're writing down three things that went well? So not only can you write down three things that just went well, that like when you're practicing? I'm going to be talking about this more when I'm recording the new Piano Ninja Tricks this month. So when you are writing down three things, they just happen. But you can also write down three things that went well for the next practice session before you practiced the next time. There's so much research, and I can find it, but there's so much research that shows that your mind can't tell the difference. If you tell your mind, it's a very powerful thing. If you tell your mind you did something and you did something well, and you not just tell yourself, but you get into the emotions, the feelings, the senses. You smell the room, you hear the applause, you know who's in the audience, you see who's there, you see what the pianos look like, you feel the keys, all those things that make it real. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what happened and what is about to happen when you really believe you're about to have that experience. And I can't even, that's what the guided visualizations do for you that I'm making for you that are customized. So when I say like the ones in the hub are generic, they're for any practice session, they're for any performance. A customized one, which the annual members have, is for a particular piece they were working on at the time, or it could be, something they're learning or any of that. And I've gotten such good feedback. I'm going to have more of those coming into the holidays. How cool is that? You actually get to train your mind that you've actually done something before you've done it. You've had a successful performance, you've had a successful lesson, you've had a successful practice session before you've even done it. It's so fun to play with this. So I will be bringing you more of those kinds of piano ninja tricks this season. If you're listening on your favorite podcast app, right at the start of the show notes, if you click on send us a message, just click on that. I will get a text message and tell me what you would like to experience on this season. What would you like me to offer? If you are watching on YouTube, then post it in the comments. So like I said, my outro music is going to be different too. So I am going to go into the Godowsky arrangement of Chopin's Aeolian Harp Etude for left hand only. Enjoy and happy practicing.